Hi guys, it's Darren here from Voodoo, and I'm going to show you how I paint my stonework. I've just got a little ruined piece here that I've handcrafted. Now you might be thinking, hang on a minute, it's green, it's not black, and where's the Mod Podge? But yeah, now let's talk you through this. Now, as many people probably have, they've been on YouTubes like Black Magic Craft, for example. Jeremy, great guy. Paints everything black to start with, mixes in Mod Podge, and yeah, shades of grey, 50 shades of grey. But I think times have moved on since then, and the only reason I would use Mod Podge is if I was going to do an oil-based wash. Oil-based washes can harm the phone, it can start melting it. So there's no need to put Mod Podge, expensive Mod Podge should I say, it's very expensive, in with your paint if you're going to use a water-based wash or an ink-based wash. I'd advise against miniature washers on terrain, they're so expensive, but they are probably the best. Oil-based washers, though, to be fair, are probably second to the miniature-based washers. They're far superior to water-based washers, thin down craft paints, and also ink-based washers. I find if I was going to list them in order, I'd say the miniature washers number 1, oil-based washers number 2, ink washers number 3, and the craft paint washers at number 4. But yeah, Mod Podge, don't use it unless you're going to use an oil-based wash. And honestly guys, let me just show you. You're going to save a fortune. This stuff, PVA wood glue, decent brand like Grilla. Use that instead of your Mod Podge. Probably a quarter of the price, probably a lot less. Just mix a little bit of PVA in with your base coat if you're going to use an oil-based wash, and that will save you a fortune. Does exactly the same thing. Probably, I don't know if it's better or not, but it definitely protects the foam. Now, me waffling on, I've decided to paint it all green, because obviously painting it black and then shades of grey, it's a bit old school now. People want more colour, want it more realistic. Just grabbed an olive green, gave it a coat, and now I've got a brush that's very worn and old, and I've got some raw sienna, and I'm just dabbing it in, so, get some paint on it. Let me just show you what I do, if I can film it and do it. So basically I'm just sort of adding a little bit of, not too much, maybe 15-20% over with the raw sienna, and I'll pop back and show you it all painted up. Hi guys, just moving to a bit of a better light so you can see it maybe. This is the piece when it's had the raw sienna dabbed over it. You can see, what would you say, 50% coverage maybe. There's no method to it. I do like to leave more green in gaps where it's going to look more mossy, but there really is no method to it. Just dab randomly around the piece, covering 50% plus, maybe slightly more than 50%, leaving a lot of that green in place, because now we're going to be getting the burnt umber out. And the same method, just wet blend it. There's no need to wait for this to dry. You can see how wet it is, and just dab some random dark browns in, and I'll see you shortly. So here it is with the burnt umber, the darker brown, and you can see it's really starting to take shape now. I've been a little bit more careful with this. I've not covered so much of it, and you can see at the final stage we're going to add a very dark grey in places as well. So a little bit of a better view there. So the dark brown, not so much as the light brown. And yeah, I'm going to come back when we've done the dark grey. Now, bit of advice. You can see this painting glove. It's a bit old, but I get zero paint on my hands. This blocks out all paint. BlackRock, Painter's Grip, Amazon. I think you get 5 packets for, I don't know what they are, £1 a pack last time I bought some maybe. These are brilliant. Great grip. This is what they look like when they're new. And I just tend to use my left hand to hold the piece, my right hand, and you can even turn them inside out. So if you use your left hand all the time like me, you could even turn a right-handed glove inside out and it'll work just as good. So yeah, you can actually get 10 gloves, and I swap them every, I don't know, month or so. But yeah, get some of them BlackRock Painter's Grip gloves from Amazon, and you won't get anything coming through those. They are amazing. So yeah, we're going to add some dark grey, and then I'll get back to you guys. But like I said, you can already see it looking pretty decent. Hi guys, welcome back. Now I've put some grey dabs here and there. I've not gone too mad with it, as you can see, and just here and there, maybe 10%, because we do want to get a little bit of grey in there, dark grey, and it's all wet blended. Obviously you don't even have to clean your brush. Let me try and get a better, there you go. You don't even have to clean your brush, you can just go straight in with it. So once that's dry, we're going to give it a lighter grey dry brush to finish it off. There'll be no washes involved in this. It doesn't need a wash because I want to retain the original colours. So I might get the hairdryer out, that's a good little tip as well. And the hairdryer will dry it a lot quicker than it's going to dry naturally, because we've added 3 or 4 coats wet blended. So I'm just going to plug the hairdryer in for 5 minutes, give it a blast, and then get on with the dry brushing. So I'll see you shortly. So this is what it looks like when the grey has dried. Everything is now dry. You can see it's looking pretty good, just like that. But we're going to dry brush it now, which will bring it all together. And for the dry brush, not sure if you can see in there, I've mixed a dark and the original, a dark and a lighter grey to get this sort of grey here. Now you can see it's quite a stiff brush. What I normally do, if I can do this one-handed, is just wipe off any excess, and let's get there. So wipe it off, don't put too much on to start with, you can always go over it again. And then if I could just get this model in a decent position and just show you, we just go in sort of across like so, and that's about all you want on it really. So I'm just going to do the next step down just to show you. So just keep going across lightly with your brush. You can go different directions, it doesn't really matter for a piece like this. And yeah, I'll come back and show you when it's all dry brushed. Here it is all dry brushed. Maybe I could have gone a little bit darker with the grey dry brush there, but I like it either way. It's looking pretty nice. You can see all the colours showing through there. You experiment with colours. I mean, this is the thing, you can have some teals in there, some blacks, make it even darker if you want to, but it's just nice to have a bit of colour in there as well. You can see all my other pieces, that Doom Modular Castle, that was done in a similar way but using darker colours. What else have we got up here? A bit of a wet blended grey there. The bridge here is done similar. So yeah, just experiment, have fun, and yeah, thanks for watching guys. Hope you like this one, and speak to you soon. Bye for now.